Hello all, this is Jedicrow with another haul video for the week of September 8th, 2022. We'll start off with some comic books. Got quite a few this week. From DC Comics, we have Batman, number 127. Looking crazy-eyed there. We have a one-shot. This is Dark Knights of Steel, Tales from the Three Kingdoms. I've been enjoying the Dark Knights of Steel series so far. It's just the Elseworld story that takes the DC characters and puts them in a medieval fantasy world setting. And this is just a one-shot while the regular series artist gets a chance to catch up. But I'm game to check out more stories from this particular Elseworlds. Next up, we have Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, number 404, wrapping up this particular miniseries. Though, as I've stated in previous videos, they just keep doing one miniseries after another or a one-shot, so you're basically still getting the Nubia comic every month. So it's really an ongoing series that they're just marketing as a bunch of miniseries and whatnot, which is fine. I like Nubia. And it's not like Marvel and DC don't renumber their books all the time anyway. Next up, we have Poison Ivy, number 4. Originally, this was supposed to be a 6-issue miniseries, but it has been expanded. I believe it's currently set to be 12 issues now, but they might just go ahead and make this an ongoing. It's just fine. Poison Ivy's a great character, and I enjoy reading her stories. So. Next up, we have Sword of Azrael, number 2 of 6. I am missing the first issue. There was a Sword of Azrael one-shot that was basically following up on some stories of Azrael from the Batman Urban Legends book, which I don't get because it's like a $10 book every month. But that was followed up with the first issue of this miniseries, and somehow I missed it, so we'll have to fix that in the future. In the meantime, we have one book from Marvel Comics this week, and it is Moon Knight, number 15. From Image Comics, we have The Dead Lucky, number 2. This is part of the Massive Verse, along with Radiant Black and Rogue Sun. And just like the other 2 books from the Massive Verse, this one is also written by a Power Rangers comic book writer. This one being the soon-to-be current, or future, I guess I could say, future Power Rangers artist as of issue 101. As I say, artist, writer, Melissa Flores. Anyway, you know, you have Radiant Black, written by the original Power Rangers comic book writer, Kyle Higgins. And then you have Rogue Sun, written by Riot Parrott, who was the current up until this month's issue 100. And then Melissa Flores takes over after Ryan Parrott leaves, and she's got this book. So, common theme here, and they're all kind of tokusatsu themed kind of characters, even though they're all original characters, which is cool. Next up, from Image Comics, we have this mouthful of a title, Starhenge, Book 1, The Dragon and the Boar, number 3. And wrapping up the Image books, we have The Walking Dead Deluxe, number 46. An infamous scene from the comic book series. It was duplicated in the TV series, albeit with a different character. I mean, this is Tyrese here. If you've seen the show, you know who the governor does this to in the show. We got some indie books here. From Ablaze, we have The Boogeyman, number 1. Gonna give this one a go. From Aftershock, we have The Last Line, number 1. And this one I think is going to be really cool. From Dark Horse Comics, we have Shock Shop, number 1. And I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the bag, because this one is actually a flip book. It's an anthology series. The lady here dressed up like a ringmaster, she's your host, like the Crypt Keeper would be for Tales from the Crypt. And flip it around, we have another story with its own cover. And I think if you go to either side of the book, right in the middle, you have her let you know, don't turn the page, flip the book over, and start another hair-raising tale. And it says the same thing on the other side. So, pretty cool. Looking forward to checking this out. I mean, Halloween is right around the corner next month, so why not give some comic book horror a chance? And this one looks fun. And Cullen Bunn's a good writer, so I'm sure it'll be good. And wrapping up the comic books, we have from Dynamite, the Invincible Red Sonja number 10, which I believe this is the final issue of this particular series. Really nice cover. And of course, you know why? Because I always get the Lisner cover whenever available. Alright, that is it for comic books. I got quite a few Blu-Rays this week. I think I'll do the movies first, because I got a little bit of variety here. I didn't get anything from Vinegar Syndrome directly this past month. I did, however, get a couple of partner label releases from them. And this one, the first one here I'm going to show off, is from Gunpowder and Sky. And this is a indie film that came out just a couple years ago. It is called Hearts Beat Loud. It's supposed to be a heartwarming film about single father and daughter kind of going through hard times, but they bond over music. He owns a record store and whatnot. I haven't had a chance to watch this yet, but it looked really good. Let me show you the back. Really nice artwork. I mean, all the Vinegar Syndrome releases, if you buy it from them directly instead of the retail versions, come with these wonderful matte finish slip covers, including their partner release titles. And let's see, here is the actual case art. This will be the retail version. The slipcover is exclusive to vinegarsyndrome.com, but next month, or actually I should say later this month, the regular retail version will be available for everyone else. And let me show you the inside. It stars Nick Offerman, aka the grumpy guy from Parks and Rec. Comes with a nice little booklet here. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome and their partner labels always do really great packaging. Because it is a record store, the Blu-ray looks like a record, vinyl record there. That's nice. Here it is a flip cover, so that's cool. Just looks like the slip cover there. So there's the artwork. Really cool. I guess Ted Danson is also in this movie. It's modern day Ted Danson. I thought he only wore the glasses in The Good Place for his character Michael. Great show, by the way. Me and my wife finished that up just a couple months ago. Binge watched the whole series within a month. It's excellent. But I'm seeing Ted Danson with the glasses in just about everything now, including this movie and the commercials. So I guess that's Ted Danson just wears glasses now. I thought it was just for the character, but I guess it's an actor thing, not a character thing. Anyway, I'm looking forward to checking this out. Don't think it is rated. It might be rated R. It probably is. I mean, it is an indie film. There's not too many PG or rated G indie movies, but this might be one I can watch during the daytime. We'll see. The next one is a Canadian film from 1987. And the partner label here is Canadian International Pictures. I've seen a few of their titles listed on the Vinegar Syndrome site, but this was the first one that they've done that caught my eye. As you can tell by the name, Canadian International Pictures, they mostly focus on Canadian produced cinema. But this was a film from 1987. It is called The Kid Brother. And nice there. And there is the back with the character's name, Kenny, or the person's name. It is this movie is a fictionalized story about a real person, starring that person playing a fictionalized version of himself. There is the case art, the back, a lot of text, and it interestingly caught my eye. The trailer alone, just the idea that the kid in this movie, the real person too, that plays his own self, was born without legs, and it's about him and his brother, and I guess it's a coming of age film. Like I said, the trailer looked really great. Nice booklet there. There is the artwork for the disc itself, and there is the flip cover. Okay, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Again, I haven't had a chance to watch any of these. These just came in a couple days ago, but it looked intriguing. Probably not something that you're gonna find everywhere, but this, again, the slipcover is exclusive to Vinegar Syndrome, but you can get this version later this month without the slipcover everywhere else. Alright, those are the boutique titles I got this past week. Now I got something very mainstream. This set is The Lord of the Rings, the Motion Picture Trilogy Extended Edition on Blu-ray. And I have the Extended Edition Trilogy on DVD, the really nice sets that, if you've ever seen them, the three movies, box, each came in their own box set. It was like 4 discs for the movie itself, and the extra features, but the box sets all looked like books, like old books. It was beautiful. I still keeping them just for the packaging. So one of the few times I do that, but so I never really felt the need to upgrade, because I was never gonna get rid of the DVD versions I had because of the packaging. But this is normally like $100+. Even on sale on Amazon, it's usually about $70. But this was on sale this past weekend for $26. The whole trilogy, the extended edition no less, on Blu-ray for $26. And I gotta imagine it had to have been because it's a promotional deal with the new Lord of the Rings series that just came out on Amazon Prime, their Prime Video. What was it? The Rings of Power. Haven't had a chance to watch that yet. I will give it a shot. I've heard mixed reviews, but I've learned, especially in this day and age, you gotta check this stuff out for yourself, because I think a lot of people on whatever side of the aisle they belong to, they bring a lot of personal feelings to these movies that they shouldn't have to or shouldn't, and it's disappointing, because I think a lot of good movies, regardless of who made it or whatever, tends to not be judged on their own merits anymore. People are turning everything into a culture war. I have no interest in any of that. I'm going to like what I like, dislike what I dislike. I'm going to judge things on their own quality, not for their politics or whatever. That's my little mini rant on that. But anyway, let's check out this case here. A little bit dinged up, which is to be expected whenever you buy something from Amazon, unfortunately. That's why sometimes the more collector's item stuff I will get from other companies, even if it costs a little more, because they take better care. Like Vinegar Syndrome and another title that I will be going over in just a minute. But here are the individual cases. And this is a little weird. It is a 4K case, but I double checked. It is the Blu-rays inside, so there's the DVDs for the extra features, and then the movies itself is on the Blu-ray. It's got a booklet. So I don't know what happened there, just packaging error, but the discs themselves are correct. The artwork is correct. It's just the case itself was a black 4K case instead of the blue Blu-ray case. Here is the two towers. Booklet. There are the discs. Again, the movie itself is on 2 Blu-rays. All the extra features are on DVD. Already have them on the original DVD releases. And finally, Return of the King, the one that was an Academy Award Best Picture winner. So, again, you know, a few videos back, I mentioned that one of my little bucket list goals for my movie collection is to have all of the Academy Award Best Picture winners, all 95 of them, on Blu-ray, preferably. DVD if they're just not available on Blu-ray, but most of them are at this point. And the Return of the King, that was Best Picture winner. I want to say, what was it, 2003's Best Picture winner, I believe. There we go again. Movies itself is on Blu-ray, extra features on DVD, comes with a nice book. So, again, a little dinged up, but I kind of expected that with Amazon, and getting a $100 plus set for 26 bucks. And I'm not going to complain too much about that. And as of the time of this recording, the sale had already ended, so I'm glad I got it when I could. It was just the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Hobbit trilogy wasn't part of the same sale, but maybe I'll get that some other time. Now we got 2 more releases left. This one I got from Right Stuff. It is a sequel to a movie I got earlier this year, and it's another one I watched in my teenage years. And this is Project Eiko 2, Plot of the Daitokuji Financial Group. This was a straight-to-video sequel to the original Project Eiko movie, which did get a theatrical release back in the day. This is from 1988. First one was from 1987. And I love Project Eiko. I went into quite a bit of a story about my love for this series, and I'm glad that Discotek is continuing to bring it out. I believe there is some more OVAs, at least one more movie, if I recall correctly. So hopefully they'll all come out sooner or later. And I don't think this was intentional, but just the shade of blue on this cover kind of makes me nostalgic, because the shade of blue for these stars kind of makes it look like this cover was a little bit sun bleached. And if you have been to, like, especially like a Family Video or whatever, or, you know, Blockbuster, any video rental store that had a large, like the entire front of the store was one big window, all those movies in the front shelves would be kind of sun bleached. And so it's kind of a little bit of nostalgia for me in that regard as well. I think that was unintentional, but I still like it just the same. And there is the back. Take off the slipcover. Again, you can always tell it's a Discotek just because they're the only ones, to my knowledge, that do these rounded corners for their slipcovers. Here is the case itself. Same artwork as the slipcover. There is the back. There's the disc. It does have a reversible cover. This is what I remember the VHS cover to look like back in the day. So, cool. Not as good as the first one, just like most sequels, but it's still a lot of fun, and I look forward to revisiting it. This time, the antagonist is this guy here. That is Biko's father. Right. I got one more title. I got this one from Amazon. I took a gamble. It didn't get damaged too bad. Just a little ding in the corner. But this is Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, The Vessel, If you look on the back, it does say it's set 13, and hey, there's my boy Kawaki. I'm really looking forward to digging into this Blu-ray set because of Kawaki. Let's show you the case art, which is the same as the slipcover art. Boruto in the front, Kawaki in the back. Let's see the disc art here. Let me take care of my OCD here and straighten them up. There we go. There's the disc. So we got, I believe, I want to say 13 or 14 episodes. It's half a season's worth at any rate on 2 discs, with Boruto on disc 1 in pink, Kawaki on disc 2 in blue. Spoiler alert, the Uzumaki brothers. Here is the flip art here. I guess it's not really a flip cover, but it is the interior art. So this represents the owl arc, which yeah, great stuff. Kawaki is a wonderful character. Aside from, I would say he's my favorite of the new generation characters. Not my favorite Naruto character overall, because I mean, Naruto, Kakashi, Hinata, those are always going to be my favorites, but they're OG characters. But of the new generation, Kawaki is my favorite. In a lot of ways, he feels more like a proper son of Naruto than Boruto, because one of the things that made Naruto so relatable and great is he had such a rough life, and he never gave up, and all this. And Boruto, in comparison, he's had a much easier life, so when he's complaining and stuff, he kind of feels like comes across as an entitled brat. Like, dude, you have no idea what your dad went through. Kawaki, on the other hand, has gone through some stuff. So, in a lot of ways, he makes a better protagonist for the series than Boruto himself does, and I think that's why we're now like on our 3rd story arc where Kawaki's kind of the main character instead of Boruto in the anime. But this particular set covers the episodes from last year, early last year, where Kawaki finally made his anime debut. Not counting the time skip preview that started off the Boruto series, which we still are a ways away from catching up to, apparently. I got a feeling that scene has a twist. I won't go into that because that would be huge spoilers. Maybe. Well, it's a theory. But I've got an idea that they're gonna show that what we saw was taken out of context, and that fated battle, we are going to see it in a new light when we do finally get to the moment where that battle takes place in the series. But I think we're still ways off. Anyway, love this series, these episodes, when I watched them on Hulu last year, subtitled. I look forward to watching it with the English dub on this Blu-ray. And that is going to be all this week, guys. Thank you for watching this video to the end. I know it ran a little long. You guys have a great week. Have a great weekend. And I will catch you later.